Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Massachusetts, you are up.
Good
Thank
afternoon.
you.
Thank you. So Worcester, Massachusetts, we call it the heart of the Commonwealth. It is the second largest city in New England, and most people don't know that. We brought you the smiley face, that's for real, and we've won the All-American Cities Award 5 times so far. So far. But we also recognize in Worcester, proud as we are to be here again as a finalist, and that's wonderful, and we thank you, that really being an All-American city is not an award. It's about putting into practice what it means to be an American. And in Worcester, that means we are united in our collaboration. We come together for our neighbors. We work together for the common good. It is absolutely in our DNA that we work together for the common good. I want to talk about data for a second. Lots of today will be about data and statistics and bar graphs and pie charts. And data is important. We look at numbers and we analyze those numbers and they help make policies and decisions. But when my daughter was second, she said, "Dad, what are the names of all the people behind that data?" That was a beautiful thing. And so for a second, I want us to remember all of the data. So if we can go to slide 2, represents real people, real kids, flesh and blood, hopes and dreams. This is Dawn McCabe's 2nd grade class at Goddard Elementary School. I've had really the pleasure of getting to know them. And I just want to tell you about 3 kids. Michael. I asked Michael what he wanted to be, and he said, "I want to be a cop." That's good, that's aspirational. Why do you want to be a cop? Because I want everybody in my neighborhood to be able to walk to school safely. That's even better. Kenesha, smartest kid in the class, 2nd grade. Kenesha, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. Wow, I want to go to the University of Massachusetts Medical School, the best public medical school in the country. Why do you want to be a doctor? In Maine South, where she lives, we have one of the highest infant mortality rates in the country. And she said, "I want to be a doctor so that every child will live." That's aspirational. I asked Jack, "What do you want to be?" "I want to be a banker." No offense. I want to be a banker? And it's a great job. It's a great job. "Jack, why do you want to be a banker?" "Because anytime my mom needs money, she goes to the bank and they help her." What a great idea. So we've got kids representing the data. They're real kids. They've got hopes and dreams. They're flesh and blood. And then we look at the data. So if I can have the next slide, I should learn how to do this. And the data is awful. 61% of our kids are not at grade level. The next piece, when we put the low income or the vulnerable population optic on that, 74% of our kids aren't reading at grade level. If we go to the next slide, our 21 kids in that school that I've gotten to know, that I care about as if they were my own children, 5 of them will have a future that is successful, that includes graduation, that in fact is aspirational, and they'll have their dreams come true. That's obscene. And you all know that for your own communities. So we got together and we had pockets of great things that are happening. And what we did was we aligned those pockets into our community action plan. The first thing is we used our Promised Neighborhoods work, where we really engaged parents, because it can't just be the agencies. The second thing is we used Race to the Top and our RAP coordinators, so that we have people looking at the non-academic barriers, focusing on health, focusing on family stability, focusing on jobs and housing and hunger, so that all those barriers are taken away so that kids can do better in school. We used our mayor's Latino Education Task Force, and starting with that population, but really all populations, we have a targeted, real focused initiative to say we've got to create stability and dignified housing and good jobs so that families will stay where they are, so that kids will attend school all the time. What we did was we leveraged other existing resources and collaborations to make something stronger. We invented that smiley face. And a few months ago, my daughter was in a store and she bought something else from me. And so if we can go to the next slide, the solution in Worcester is all of that collaboration. The final slide. I kind of like this. My daughter, that 2-year-old, is now 15, and she gave this to me. And if you think it's just a little bit risque, SEXY, of course, is an acronym. Reading is simple. Reading is essential. Reading is exhilarating. I hope you'll excuse me on that one. And reading is year-round. We've got to do it all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a collaborative. We're all working in this together. Thank you very much.